Hey guys, in today's video we are going to be building and painting the Infernus Marines from Combat Patrol. This came with a exclusive to the subscription Sergeant with the flamer. It's pretty cool looking. It's just a slightly different pose. I mean, it's kind of weird that it's a sergeant. I kind of wish it was a lieutenant, but hey, it is what it is. So I'm going to go ahead and get started and get that exclusive sergeant cut out. The video is going to mostly focus on him. I am painting these guys in the style of Dark Angels, just like I did with the Terminator Captain I did some weeks ago. Here he is. Awesome. I did give him a Dark Angel shoulder that he did not come with. I have a couple pieces of Dark Angel's gear, as well as that little relic thing on his belt. I clipped off the one that was there and put that one there. Him and the other sergeant are the only models that I do anything like that with. See here, I gave him a Dark Angel sword and shoulder pad. The way these models are, they're the easy to build ones. You can't just swap out the shoulder pads like you normally would. Otherwise, I would have given them all Dark Angel shoulder pads, and I also gave the sergeants both the Dark Angel's helmet. But I was able to do decals on them. It's just the way that they split up the pieces for these easy to build guys, that most of them, like some of their shoulders and arms, like the shoulders are already attached and their arms are split in like weird ways, so it would have been too much work just to swap out a shoulder pad when I could just throw some decals on there. Like I think I mentioned earlier, this is going to mostly just focus on the one sergeant. I did accidentally forget to record one part of some of the detail painting, but I'll kind of explain what I did. It's pretty straightforward. But just here showing you all the guys built. I do show them all finished at the end. Originally I've been uploading videos on Wednesday mornings, but I decided to give myself more time to work on them, because it was getting pretty late when I was working on these guys. I just decided to change it to Mondays. So first thing I'm going to do is dry brush moot green all over these guys. A pretty heavy dry brush. Get it mostly covered. Just leaving some recess areas darker. A couple spots are going to be lighter. Go ahead and get that on there real quick and show you. See, I'm just really just slopping it all over. But again, trying to keep it not too thick. This is because I'm going to be using that contrast Dark Angels green, like I did with the cape on the Terminator Captain back there. Because if I did that on just black, it wouldn't. It'd be too dark. If I did it over a white, it'd be too white and splotchy, like happened with the cape. That was in a video about a month ago or so. So I'll just go ahead and prime these guys black and do a nice heavy coat. Not really worried about getting into all the crevices and cracks. I do want there to be some differences. So this is kind of what I'm going for. I do a little more on him, and as you'll see when I quickly transition here to them all done, for the most part they're a little lighter and more covered, as you can see here with the other sergeant. It's pretty much everything. I mean, I am going to go ahead and go and touch up the black on everything else that isn't the armor, and then I'm going to start painting the details after doing the contrast paint. Of course, I'm going to do that first. But you can see like a lot of the recesses are still pretty dark. Some spots just that you aren't going to see that much are dark. But this is just to get a nice undercoating. If I had an airbrush, which I'm planning on getting one in the next month or two, I would probably do it as like a zenithal highlight with the moot green, so I could still get that light green undercoat, but have a better transition than just doing it roughly with the dry brush. And so here we are going to go in with that contrast, just pretty much putting it straight on, just only going to the palette to get the excess off. And you see, kind of already started on the other one there, but this is after one coat. It's still a little wet. I am going to do two coats just to kind of even the coat out a little bit, make it a smoother transition, but it is going to have a nice variation of greens, but it is going to be a little darker than this guy. So I'm going to go ahead and get that going, and we'll come back and they'll all be done. And so you can see they have a nice dark green that the Dark Angels are known for, being a dark green as compared to like the Salamanders, which are a much lighter green. So the next thing I'm going to do is go ahead and go to all the detail stuff, all the weapons and the little things that aren't part of the armor, and paint them black, just to get a nice even base coat on, because some stuff's gonna have a little bit of a lighter color. So for easier coverage, I'm just gonna do it black. The only thing I'm not gonna do yet is the chest eagles and shoulder eagles on the two that have the Dark Angel shoulder pads. I'm just gonna save that for last, just in case of messing up and all that. Also, I'm gonna do the back of the knees where the undersuit is exposed. That's just gonna be black. I'm not gonna do nothing crazy with that. Trying to keep the paint jobs on all these combat patrol miniatures is trying to keep it simple so I could do them in a day or two. Just so one, I can keep up with doing the videos, but also to keep up with the releases, because I still have 5 barb gaunts, the termagants, but the shoulder weapon or whatever to do. So that's going to be next video. But here I am going doing the red on the eyes. Dark Angels tend to have the red eyes, as well as the housing around their weapons is red, so I'll do that as well. Somewhere up here is where I kind of forgot to record doing all the detail coloring, so that's going to be the red, like the red on the housing, the brown for the leather of his pouches and the strap on his gun, the silver metallics, and the bronze that's going to be on the heat shield of the flamer. I did kind of just forget to hit record when I was painting it, and I just kind of got lost in it and going for it. Yeah, here I am. Those eye lenses are always a struggle to get them right, and plus, especially when you kind of need to do like 2 coats of it. But I was able to do it, not too much problem, after a little touch up and all that. So let's go ahead and start the other colors. When it cuts back, pretty much have most of the detail stuff done, other than like the chest crest and all that. So here we are. Got the same bright silver that's on the Terminator Captain, as well as the gold that's on his little forehead symbol and his little relic that he has on his waist. And then there's just weapon bronze for the housing, and then the what is that, Mephiston red I used for the weapon housing and the eyes. So I'm just going to go with some wraith bone here to do the chest symbol as well as his shoulder, and basically doing the opposite paint job that I did on the Deathwing Captain back there, where it's white and wraith bone with the Seraphim sepia over it, and then the dark green on the cape and the chest. This is basically the exact opposite of that. So this is just after the first coat, and it's kind of messy, but I'll clean it up, get the shoulder pad done as well, and here they are. Just doing 2 coats, keeping it simple, and then I'm going to go probably 1 or 2 thin coats of the Seraphim sepia wash, just to give it that kind of nice tan, kind of off color. Not quite as dark as how the armor came out, but something similar, so you could actually pick up the detail and it comes off nicely. As well as for the, I'm also going to use that Seraphim sepia for a wash on all the leather as well as the bronze. It's just a nice accent color to go with those. Adds a little depth, because I didn't go too crazy with the brown. I just did 1 coat, like 2 coats of chocolate brown, I think is what it is. And then I didn't do any highlighting or scratching or nothing on it, just did the wash over it. Same with the bronze. I just did a couple coats of the bronze, and I'm just going to wash over it with the Seraphim sepia, as well as all the bright silver and gold. I'm going to go over that with some Nuln Oil too, just to add some recessed detail, kind of dirty it up a little bit. And I noticed I still hadn't painted the purity seals. Those I'm just going to do just a basic tan on the color. I'm going to do a basic tan color on the seal, kind of where the writing is, and then most of them on these guys I do a mix of the red on the seal or purple burgundy color, just depends on where it's at. And see here, went ahead and decided to put a little water slide decal on his little shield that's on his front of him, just to put something there. Since that was molded on, I wasn't sure what to do, so I just did that nice little thing decal. And yeah, the base I just did with some simple what is it, the Sterling base that I've done on all the other guys. Also did just a basic flame detail and painted a little bit of Tyranid to match the guys that I did in my last video. So here's just a couple close-up shots of everyone all nice and done. If you enjoyed this video, I'm sure to like and subscribe. I try to do better about recording, so I've had to cut a lot out of the process just because I just doing it just like 2 inches off of camera without even realizing. So we'll go ahead and get another little close-up with the guys. See, I did some Dark Angel decals on their shoulders just to go with them since I got them. And then I'm going to put these guys on the shelf with the rest of the collection. If this is your first time watching these videos, I'm taking all the Combat Patrol models and filling up the shelf that I got. And hopefully by the end, it'll be a nice, cool display with everything together. So next week is going to be the Barbagons. And that'll be reinforcing the Tyranids. And then I'll probably do a Gundam video because it's been a little while. But like I said, like, comment, and subscribe. Thanks for watching.